Ladies and gentlemen, seekers of freedom, architects of ambition, and visionaries of your own destiny, lend me your ears, for today, we embark upon a journey of profound transformation. What if I told you that within you, yes, you, rests the power to shatter the chains of mediocrity, to break free from the treadmill of working for someone else's dreams, and to rise, barefoot yet bold, into a world where you call the shots, you design the life you desire, and you dictate the terms of your own success. We live in an era where the landscape of opportunity has been reshaped, where the gates of entrepreneurship are flung wide open for those with the courage to step through. No longer must we wait for permission for validation or for the so-called right time. No longer must we live enslaved by someone else's paycheck, by a soulless 9-to-5 that drains us, defines us, and keeps us confined within walls we never built but have been told to accept. The truth is simple, yet profound. You are meant for more. And that is precisely why this moment, this very moment, is the beginning of something greater. In the Barefoot Executive, the ultimate guide for being your own boss and achieving financial freedom, Carrie Wilkerson unveils not just a blueprint, but a battle cry for the modern entrepreneur. She speaks not from theory, but from the trenches, from experience hard-won, from lessons carved into the soul of someone who dared to defy convention. She knows what it is to struggle, to rise, to reclaim control, and to build a life on her own terms. And now, she hands that wisdom to you. So I ask you, dear listener, are you ready? Are you ready to cast off the shackles of limitation, to stand firm in your purpose, and to step forward into the life you are meant to live? Because what lies ahead is not just information, it is liberation. Buckle up. The revolution begins now. Part 1. Breaking Free, the Call to Entrepreneurship. Chapter 1. The Illusion of Security. We have been sold a lie, a grand, beautiful, and comforting lie. Society whispers to us that stability lies in a paycheck, that the greatest security is in being employed by another, and that to stray from this path is reckless, even foolish. But tell me this, who among you truly feels secure when a single decision, from a boss you may never even meet, could render you obsolete? Carrie Wilkerson speaks with conviction. Job security is an illusion. The world does not promise permanence. Layoffs, downsizing, economic downturns, these are the winds that can topple even the mightiest corporate giant. But entrepreneurship? That is a fortress built by your own hands, shaped by your own will, and powered by your own ambition. She does not merely challenge the status quo, she obliterates it. She asks us, would you rather be at the mercy of another's decisions or hold the reins of your own future? Chapter 2. The Barefoot Executive Mindset. Before we conquer the world, we must first conquer our minds. Success begins not in action, but in belief. The difference between the employee and the entrepreneur is mindset. Wilkerson calls upon us to shed the doubts, to silence the inner critic, and to embrace the possibility of success. She reminds us that all great leaders, all visionaries, all those who have left a mark upon this world, they were once exactly where you are now. But they refused to accept limits. They refused to let fear dictate their choices. And so must you. She speaks of clarity, knowing why you desire freedom. Is it for your family? Is it for the thrill of creation? Is it to live fully, without compromise? Define it, embrace it, and let that vision drive you. Chapter 3. The Power of Taking Control. Now we arrive at a fundamental truth. No one is coming to rescue you. We have been conditioned to wait. Wait for the promotion. Wait for permission. Wait for the right time. But what does Wilkerson say to this? If you want change, you must create it. This chapter is a rallying cry to those who dream but do not act. She lays out a simple, undeniable truth. Entrepreneurs are not born. They are made. It is not luck, nor genius, nor some mystical talent that separates them from the rest. It is action. It is tenacity. It is the unwavering refusal to settle for less than they deserve. She urges us to step up, to stop waiting, to take ownership of our lives, because your future is no one else's responsibility but your own. Chapter 4. Building the life you want. And now we shift our gaze forward. What kind of life do you wish to build? Not just in business, but in every aspect of your existence? Wilkerson makes it clear, entrepreneurship is not just about money. It is about designing your life. It is about waking up with purpose, spending your days in alignment with your values, and creating a reality that fulfills you on your terms. This is where the Barefoot executive is born, not just a business owner, but a leader of their own life. The one who works from anywhere, who refuses to be boxed in, who dares to build something extraordinary. Part 2. The Blueprint. Building your business with purpose and power. My friends, you have broken free. You have awakened to the truth that security is not found in a paycheck, that success is not gifted but earned, and that your future is shaped by your hands alone. Now, the time for hesitation is over. The time for waiting has passed. We do not linger in the realm of dreams. We move boldly into action. In this part of the Barefoot Executive, Carrie Wilkerson lays down the foundation, the unshakable principles upon which you will build your business. This is where clarity meets strategy, where ideas become reality, and where you become the architect of your own success. Chapter 5. The Pillars of a Strong Business. Imagine, for a moment, the great cathedrals of the world, their towering spires, their intricate designs, their sheer magnificence. What allows them to stand? What has kept them strong for centuries, weathering storms, wars, and time itself? It is their foundation. Your business, too, must be built upon pillars that stand unshaken. Wilkerson presents us with 5 essential pillars. 1. Your why, the fire that fuels you, the reason behind your pursuit of freedom. Without it, your motivation will crumble. 2. Your audience, the people you will serve. Your business is not about you, it is about them. Know them, understand them, and provide unparalleled value. 3. Your business model, how will you turn passion into profit? There are many paths, services, products, consulting, digital content, but you must choose. 4. Your message. What do you stand for? What transformation do you offer? This is the voice of your brand. 5. Your execution. Without action, the greatest plans are meaningless. A dream without execution is nothing but a wish. She makes it clear, if one of these pillars is weak, the entire structure collapses. Chapter 6. Choosing the right business for you. The road to success is not one size fits all. Some of you will create products. Some will offer services. Some will coach, consult, or build digital empires. The how matters, but what matters more is alignment. Alignment between your strengths, your lifestyle, and the needs of your audience. Wilkerson asks us to reflect deeply. What are you naturally great at? What problems do you love to solve? What excites you enough that you would do it even without pay? The answers will guide you toward the right business model. And once you find it, commit fully. Chapter 7. The Myth of More. Simplifying for Success. The great trap of entrepreneurship. The belief that we must do it all. More products. More services. More platforms. More. But here, Wilkerson delivers a revelation, a truth so profound that it cuts through the noise like a blade. More is not better. Better is better. She urges us to strip away the unnecessary, to simplify, to focus with precision. Choose one business model. Serve one audience. Solve one problem with excellence. The greatest businesses, the Apples, the Teslas, the Amazons, did not start with everything. They started with one thing done extraordinarily well. And so must you. Chapter 8. The Power of Visibility. Owning your space. Now that your business has a foundation, it is time to stand tall and be seen. Too many brilliant entrepreneurs remain hidden, whispering instead of shouting their message to the world. Wilkerson teaches us the art of visibility. Build an audience before you need one. Show up consistently, whether through video, social media, podcasts, or articles, your audience must hear from you. Engage and connect. Your people do not want a faceless brand. They want a leader they can trust. You do not need a massive following to succeed. You need a loyal one. And loyalty is built through authenticity, consistency, and value. Chapter 9. Overcoming fear and resistance. And now, we face the final enemy, the one that lurks in the shadows of our minds, whispering doubts, feeding insecurities.
Fear.
Fear of failure. Fear of rejection. Fear of what others will think. But let me tell you this. Fear is a liar. Wilkerson does not sugarcoat it. The path of the entrepreneur is not without struggle. You will face obstacles. You will have moments of doubt. But the difference between those who succeed and those who quit is simple. Successful people move forward despite fear. She urges us to embrace progress over perfection, to take bold action before we feel ready, and to reframe fear as a sign of growth rather than a warning to stop. You do not eliminate fear. You conquer it by moving forward anyway. Part 3. From Survival to Success. Scaling your business and living your dream. Ladies and gentlemen, we stand on the edge of greatness. You have broken free from the chains of the traditional workplace. You have laid the foundation of your business with intention, strategy, and unwavering clarity. But let me remind you, a foundation is not a fortress. A spark is not a wildfire. A beginning is not the end.
No.
Now, the real challenge begins. Because this is the moment where businesses either rise and thrive or crumble under the weight of doubt, distraction, and inaction. Success is not an event. It is a process. It is a commitment. It is a relentless pursuit. And in this final part of the Barefoot Executive, Carrie Wilkerson reveals the blueprint for not just starting a business, but building a legacy. A business that grows, sustains, and provides true financial freedom. Chapter 10. Scaling Smart, the Power of Systems. Let me ask you, what is the difference between a struggling entrepreneur and a thriving one? It is not talent. It is not luck. It is not even experience. The difference is systems. You see, the greatest businesses in the world do not operate on chaos. They do not rely on the hustle of a single person working until exhaustion.
No.
They run on systems, automation, and strategy. Wilkerson teaches us that if we want to scale, we must standardize our processes so we are not reinventing the wheel every time. Automate wherever possible, because our time is our most precious resource. Delegate, because true leadership is not about doing everything but empowering others to contribute. She challenges us. Are you building a business, or are you just building yourself another job? To break free, you must systematize and simplify. Chapter 11. Building a tribe, relationships over transactions. Money follows people. It does not follow clever marketing tricks. It does not follow trendy tactics. It follows trust, authenticity, and connection. If you want a thriving business, you must build a tribe, a community of loyal supporters who believe in you, who see your value, and who trust you enough to invest in what you offer. How do you do this? 1. Engage deeply. Treat every follower, client, and supporter as if they are your only one. 2. Show up consistently. You must be present, offering value without always asking for a sale. 3. Over-deliver. Do more than expected. Provide exceptional value. Make people feel they got more than their money's worth. When you build a tribe, you do not need to chase money. Money chases you. Chapter 12. Pricing and Profits. Knowing your worth. Pricing, the great stumbling block of new entrepreneurs. How many of you have underpriced your services? How many of you have felt guilty about charging what you are worth? Wilkerson destroys this mindset. She reminds us, you're not just charging for time, you're charging for expertise, for results, for transformation. She teaches us how to price effectively. Never compete on price, compete on value. Charge based on results, not effort. Stop apologizing for making money. This is not about greed. This is about sustainability, impact, and financial freedom. Chapter 13. The Power of Persistence. When things get hard, and they will, there will be days when you feel like quitting. There will be setbacks. There will be failures. There will be moments when doubt whispers, maybe this isn't for me. But let me tell you something. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is not skill. It is not intelligence. It is not even talent. It is sheer, relentless, unbreakable persistence. Wilkerson reminds us, every successful entrepreneur has faced failure, but they did not quit. They learned, they adjusted, and they pushed forward. Will you? Chapter 14. The Barefoot Lifestyle, Living the Dream You Built. And now, my friends, we arrive at the final lesson. What is all this for? Why did we break free? Why did we work, struggle, build, and persist? For freedom. For a life where you wake up excited about your work. For a life where you have time for your family, your passions, your purpose. For a life where money is not a source of stress, but a tool for impact and generosity. That is the Barefoot executive lifestyle, not a life of constant hustle, but a life of balance, joy, and true fulfillment. Final words. Your time is now. And so, we have come to the end of this journey, but let me remind you, this is only the beginning. The choice is yours. Will you stay where you are, trapped in the illusion of security, waiting for permission to live your best life? Or will you step boldly into your power, take ownership of your future, and build something extraordinary? The path is before you. The tools are in your hands. The world is waiting for what only you can create. So stand tall. Speak boldly. Act courageously. Your time is now. Thanks for listening to Book Buzz reviews and summaries.